I'm Deanna. I'm the one that's been teaching you a little bit about essential oil use, and today I'm going to teach you how easy it is to ditch and switch some of your commercial products in your house. And the reason that I'm very passionate about this is because most of the population in our country is kind of buffaloed about the products that are on the store shelves. A lot of people think that, most people think that if it's on the store shelves of America, then it's safe to use, and that is actually nothing could be further from the truth. Um, it's really not safe. Um, and the reason why is because special interest groups throughout, almost from the beginning of our country, really have lobbied Congress for laws and favors. And that's not new. That's not something that just started. That's been literally almost from the very beginning. So these special interest groups back in 1976, the chemical lobby um, wrote and passed through Congress a law called the Toxic Substances Control Act. Sounds great, right? We all want toxic substances to be controlled, right? Well, what really happened was in 1962, a lady by the name of Rachel Carson, wrote a book called Silent Spring. And what Silent Spring was about was pesticide and industrial pollution in our air, water, and soils. And that book kind of brought the attention of the American people to pollution for the first time. And Congress was being hammered by the American people to do something about cleaning up industrial waste and the pesticide use. So the TSCA, Toxic Substances Control Act of 1976, was written and passed. Because it had a very clever name, like some of our other laws have clever names but don't do what they really say they do. Um, the TSCA grandfathered in over 85,000 chemicals that were currently, already in use in 1976. They grandfathered them in. None of them had to be safety tested. All of the companies that are in operation today are allowed to pick and choose from that list, and they can use those chemicals with impunity, and they do. And some of them are highly toxic. A few of them have been found to be so carcinogenic that they have been banned, like the FDA has banned them off of that list. But the vast majority of the list, there's only been a very, very few, maybe 10 or 12, that have been banned in all of those years. In the 40 years since that law was passed. It's tragic, really. And I think that the verdict, my personal opinion is that the verdict is in. We've got one in, it's like 40% of the population will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. 40%. Okay, guys, really, this is not normal. We've got asthma and other respiratory issues skyrocketing, autism, just migraines. Everybody's got migraines anymore. Digestive issues, food allergies, um, just a whole host of, autoimmune diseases are just rampant. Um, it's my opinion that a lot of that has to do with how toxic our environment is, and we're doing it really to ourselves, unbeknownst to most of the people. This is actually occurring, kind of doing it to themselves, and these are some of the products that are these are high-end products available everywhere, um, and these are some of our culprits. All of these test very poorly for toxins, and these are not your cheapo Walmart Equate brand or whatever. These are what anybody would consider pretty good products. Um, so I think I'm just going to show you very quickly. Shower gel is a big one. Everybody goes to Bath and Body Works. There are 3 for $10 at Christmas time, and they are some of the worst offenders. So I'm going to show you just a real quick, down and dirty, easy sneezy, and you're going to love it if you do this. A shower gel recipe. Okay, so this is really easy. All you do is you need some pure Castile soap. This one is Dr. Bronner's. This is unscented baby. So this one has no scent other than Castile of its own. Does have a scent, but it's very mild. So it takes 1 cup of this. So I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use this guy. It's just a lot easier. gonna run out in this bottle, which is good. I use a lot of Castile around my house because it is pure, it is good, it does what I need it to. Can make lots and lots and lots and lots of things out of it. Castile is awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. I get mine from Amazon, though you may be able to find it in health food stores around your place. Some of the health food stores carry a more scented variety of Dr. Bronner's, like there's peppermint, stuff like that. But I try to get just the unscented because I want to scent my own stuff. Okay, so there's my Castile, 1 cup of Castile. Okay, so the next ingredient is 2 tablespoons of honey. If you can get raw local, that would be better. This is an organic one that I got from Aldi's. Should have brought my little spatula in here. It's okay, we get to lick our fingers. Okay, 2 tablespoons of that. Now this amount of shower gel that I'm making usually lasts me a couple of months, so it's really quite good. I think that you will really like it, and it's very forgiving. So if you like don't get your measurements exactly, that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Let's see. The next ingredient is 1 teaspoon of vitamin E. So we need a teaspoon of vitamin E. Again, super forgiving. If you get a little bit over, a little bit under, it really doesn't matter. Okay, the next one, this is jojoba oil. Now you can use almond oil, you can use fractionated coconut oil, any kind of oil like that, moisturizing oil that you like. Put a teaspoon of that in there. You know what, I've been feeling a little dry skin lately, so I'm going to go ahead and put 2 in there. Put 2. I really like it. Okay, and then 1 or 2 teaspoons of glycerin, vegetable glycerin. Some people find glycerin to be drying, so if you find that, cut it back to 1 teaspoon, but you can put in 2. I'm just going to put in about 1.5. This is what helps it foam. So if you don't put this in there, it's not going to foam real good, very well. Castile is not a heavy foaming soap. It's just a natural vegetable oil base. This is based on hemp soap that's cooked down. Now, here comes the fun part. Okay. I really love Young Living's Citrus Fresh Oil. This is one of my very favorites. This is a blend. It has orange, tangerine, grapefruit, lemon, mandarin, and a little squirt of spearmint at the end. This does come in a vitality oil, so this one is safe to consume. I drink this in my water all the time. It smells wonderful. In fact, I've got it back here in the diffuser right now. Oh, I love my Citrus Fresh. So you want about a total of 20 to 25 drops of essential oil. I'm going to make a really interesting blend in my shower gel this time. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Because I really love it. I really do. And then I'm going to go for a little bit of patchouli. Patchouli is a very thick oil. Oh boy. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit. 1, 2, because it's pretty strong. It is so good. Oh gosh, patchouli is wonderful. And this is an interesting little oil you maybe have never heard of before. It's called ylang ylang. This is distilled from a night blooming flower from the Amazon. Young Living grows this at our farm in Ecuador. These flowers have to be picked in the evening or the very, very early morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yes. That's going to be wonderful. The ylang ylang flowers are used in South America when people get married. When they first get married, their beds, their wedding bed is sprinkled full of these big, beautiful white flowers, ylang ylang flowers. It's a very romantic scent, very beautiful. Now, now that I have this, you can, now when you're making this, if you want to split the recipe before you put the oils in, feel free. If you have a couple of different bottles and you want to make different blends, that's totally fine. Go ahead and do that. I just like to put mine in one of these little pump bottles. This one's got a little bit in it. This is an old sweet almond oil bottle that came with a nice pump. I'm a repurposer, so that's worked out really well for me. Okay, guys, so there's your recipe for today. It's very inexpensive to make this. A bottle of Castile like this lasts forever and ever. This is a 32-ounce bottle, so if you get that one, it's about, those run about, depending on what part of the country you're in, 12 to 15 bucks. So it's not terribly expensive. Pretty cheap on Amazon. So you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me, and go make some shower gel. Bye bye.